Just a quick vlog. You can hear the traffic going by. It's what's it, about tea time? It's about half. Yeah, it's just gone about 4:15 something like that. If you can still hear me, I don't know if you can, but my earlier vlog about a world-class domain, domain name, website address. You can now get valuations, well you have been able to for a little while. If you type in a website address into like GoDaddy GoValue, it will give you a valuation for the website address alone without any website on it. I suppose domain names, or website addresses are a bit like number plates on cars. Yes, a car has a value, and yes, new cars are more expensive. But personalised number plates have a value in themselves without a car. You can buy them from like DVLA or whatever, or Reg Transfers, or other places that sell personalised number plates. And they have a value, and like the DVLA auction, all you're buying is a number plate. You're not buying the car, any car with that plate. You're just buying a number plate that may have your initials on it or whatever, yeah. And the shorter the number plate, like one letter, one number, goes for silly money, proper silly money. The same with website addresses. They have a value in themselves, irrespective of whether there's a website address or a website built onto that website address or not. And so there's now becoming an aftermarket within website addresses where you've got now, well, it has been for a while, but it's becoming more steady and more a bit like Bitcoin, yeah. Before it went off the scale to about $19,000, 15,000 quid, and it came back down again. Before that time, it was just actually floating along, doing its own thing. But it's now become more as a recognised, stable digital currency, which people can lend against. Domain names, website addresses are now becoming the same, where there are sufficient sales data of website addresses that have been sold, and they can quite accurately price a website address as to its value and how quickly they can sell it if they had to sell it. Like a pawnbroker can value a website address and lend against the website address. I know that they can actually sell that website address probably within about 3 or 4 days to a broker, and get their money back against any loans paid out against the website address. And so at some point, website addresses will be digital collateral, so to speak. But they're not currently recognised by banks and building societies and estate agents and that sort of thing. It's not recognised by the wider public. Only those that actually invest within domain names. So this world-class website address earlier on, this is a 2-keyword.com, unemploymentbenefit.com, and domain name, seasoned domain name professionals, old timers. They want the .com, they want the 2-keyword.com. So that should have gone for many, many thousands of pounds. 50,000, 100,000 pound plus. Because if Facebook buys it, Facebook has the vision for that domain name. So why it went for the money it went for, and it is a 2-keyword.com, which is what investors want to buy, surprises me completely. Early domain name investors don't want GTLDs. I think GTLDs are fantastic. So although there is an aftermarket for website addresses, or a pawnbrokers appearing now, different domain name investors don't value domain names all the same. Some like GTLDs and don't think .com has a future. Some like .com and don't think GTLD. There's all a mixture. Some people don't like emoji website addresses, but then again, like, we live in a world where people use emojis all the time. and you can have emoji website addresses for £5, 5-6 quid. But each individual, some like hyphens in the middle of the keywords of the website address, like you see in the UK a lot now. A lot of website addresses have got hyphens in the middle. All that does is separate the keywords, but a GTLD does that without any .com on the end. So although there's pawnbrokers, they're fussy about what they want to buy, and you've got to have something quite decent, and it's got to be something that they actually recognise and want to lend against, even though it has a valuation via GoDaddy GoValue or STBot.com, which will give two different values, which will be quite close because they're both based on sales data. It's like my media saying my GTLD media.singles. I paid about 20 quid for it, something like that. Oh, that's not a code, by the way. I had it valued yesterday, and it was valued at just over $4,000, which at the current exchange rate, GBP British pound, it values it at about £3,000. Yeah. And if you watch my videos, you know my current situation. Yeah. I should be living in car life in a Rolls Royce. But the problem is that no one recognises the value of a website address as digital collateral to lend against. And it's that which is why we're still stuck in a traditional world. It's like being stuck in a paper society when the digital era is paperless. Even like currency now. Currency is paperless currency, coinless currency. Bitcoin is coinless. It's a digital currency. LibreCoin will be digital currency. There won't be any paperwork. It'll just be you get an email and that's how much you've got. But you'll be able to borrow and lend against LibreCoin. But I've not a code. We're going to start seeing digital asset pawnbrokers, which means that they will actually. You can even have a website now. A website you might have had a website for about 5-10 years. If you want to raise money from your website or pawn your website, you can still use your website address while you pawn it to a pawnbroker, and they will give you some money against your website address. Let's start again. Which means that if you don't pay back the money from the pawnbroker, the pawnbroker can then sell your website address, which is your business or whatever. But you can still raise money from your website address and or your website, active website. And even though you've pawned it, so you say you pawn your website, you can still, that's PAWN, as in pawnbrokers. You can still use your website and still do business on your website, even though you've pawned it to actually generate a bit of extra cash for your business or whatever, or generally. So, and that is coming on. It's coming on slowly, but it's coming on surely and solidly. There's a solid aftermarket now. The same with like YouTube advertising dollars. You couldn't go in the bank now and say I've got this YouTube channel and it's got this much advertising dollars that come in every month. A bank would say, and it's not our problem, pal. And that's how far behind they are. But if Facebook done a lending system, you would be able to use your YouTube advertising dollars or your Instagram dollars as digital collateral to borrow against, to actually refinance yourself using digital assets, e.g. your YouTube advertising dollars, income or revenue or whatever you want to call it, to actually pay off traditional debt if you're in debt. Because your digital assets or digital YouTube dollars that you get every month from your YouTube channel come in on the dot, Google and YouTube recognise YouTube advertising dollars because they are the people that pay them out. So you would probably be able to borrow from Google against your YouTube channel. We're in a whole different world that we're probably about 5-10 years away from it, but it's coming faster and faster into reality. Which is why the banks are putting themselves at a disadvantage by not recognising this. A bank, if you've got a house, the bank sees the house and thinks there's some money in there. The bank can sell that quite quickly. If you've got a plot of land, the bank can see value in the plot of land and sell it. If you've got a car, the bank can see value in the car. But the bank cannot see value in your YouTube advertising dollars or your digital assets or your Bitcoin or your domain names or your website address and or website. But there's going to be an entrepreneur that is going to take that gamble and pay out against website addresses globally. It could even be GoDaddy, the world's biggest domain name registrar, website address registrar. And it could be, and GoDaddy could be a digital bank quite quickly. That's my data gone. But that's why, like, these two, this world-class website address, it's only world-class if you've got the idea or the vision behind it and can do anything with it. To some domain name investors, it would be a long-tail website address, meaning nothing. But you've only got to type in UNEM, you would get UNEM, and predictive text in Google would come up with unemployment. And then you've only got to turn it BEN and it would be benefit, and that would be it. So it's not long, although it is a long tail, it is 2 keywords in .com. The world's changing. We are already in a digital era, but the banks and stuff are still miles and decades stuck in reality. They want a safe bet, and the big money on the internet is going to be made by those that take a gamble on digital futures. Anyway, that's just a bit of a waffle, and there you go.